Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for this initiative, which is already becoming a tradition to hold ministerial meetings of the Group of 20 on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. Our meetings take place in a year of two epochal anniversaries. 80 years ago, with the key role of my country, German Nazism and Japanese militarism were crushed. The People's Republic of China made a special contribution to the victory. This victory allowed the establishment of the United Nations, which the founding fathers created. The founders pledged to save future generations from the scourge of war and promote social progress, relying on the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter in their entirety, totality, and interconnection is the key to peaceful progressive development for all states without exception, both large and small. A refusal to adhere to the principles of the Charter. This is a manifestation of neo-colonial ambitions which leads to increased global instability and multiplies regional conflicts. For decades, numerous crises in Africa have remained unresolved, largely inherited from colonial times when borders were literally drawn with a ruler without any consideration of ethno-confessional factors. Another clear example is the crisis in Ukraine provoked by the West, through which NATO and the European Union have already declared a real war on my country and are directly participating in it. In the same vein is the escalation in the Middle East. An unprecedented, terrible humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza has already claimed the lives of 65,000 people, and some United Nations staff working in the Middle East direction say there are estimates indicating that the number of victims is 10 times higher. None of Israel's neighbors can feel safe. We observe this daily. In turn, unilateral economic sanctions, blatantly violating the United Nations Charter, and tariff wars direct blackmail of international trade participants. In gross violation of World Trade Organization norms, they not only hit the most vulnerable, unprotected segments of the population, but also pose a serious threat to the global economy as a whole, including through market fragmentation and disruption of supply chains. In December, we will celebrate the 65th anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples by the General Assembly. It is obvious that the true democratization of the world order and economic relations would serve the interests of all humanity. The steadily increasing role and significance of global governance structures such as BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is evidence of the emergence of a multipolar world and an example of equitable diplomacy. The share of BRICS countries by purchasing power parity in the global GDP, even before the expansion of the association, exceeded that of the Group of 7 by 2 times. And at the BRICS summit in Kazan last year, specific proposals were put forward for creating a new settlement infrastructure and forming independent exchange investment mechanisms. Work began on establishing the SCO Development Bank. All these and other initiatives should enhance the effectiveness of economic interaction among the countries of the global majority, protecting it from unfair competition. I would particularly highlight the vast potential of the Group of 20. PADESI. Its composition reflects modern geopolitical realities. The group includes both dynamically developing new centers of growth and influence, including the BRICS countries, as well as the Group of 7 countries. We advocate for the swift implementation of the agreements we previously reached within the Group of 20 to strengthen the role of countries from the Global South and East in the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, proportionate to their actual weight in the global economy and finance. It is also important to revive the activities of the World Trade Organization as the only recognized regulator of multilateral trade. At the same time, we proceed from the fact that in its decisions, the Group of 20 should, as was originally intended, focus on economic issues, without getting involved in attempts to predetermine military political agenda, matters to the detriment of the prerogatives of the United Nations and its Security Council. Mr. Chairman, South Africa's motto as the head of the Group of 20, Ubuntu Chie, means, as I understand it, I am because we are. Well, in other words, it refers to the interconnectedness between peoples. We hope that the upcoming summit in Johannesburg in November will send a powerful signal in line with this unifying philosophy and become an important milestone in addressing the numerous challenges of today. Thank you.